Hi, soon you'll be receiving your welcome email for Autumn Fair and Moda 2021. Now it's important to remember if you don't receive your welcome email when you expect it to check in your spam inbox, just in case it has been hidden away in there. Within this email, it does include some really important information about your account. In here, you'll be able to see your credentials to log in and the link to the login page. You can download the mobile app as well to log into for the first time if you prefer, and you'll be able to find this on the Google Play Store or the iOS Store and download the app of your choice. You'll be able to use the same credentials to log in for the first time in either any of these accounts or on the web platform. Today, I'll be taking you through the web platform login. However, it is the same process, so don't worry, it's very simple to use. Here you will see your credentials, and this will be the email used to register for the event and your registration ID. You'll also receive a login link here, which will take you through to the login page. Here you'll be able to enter the email used to register with, as well as your one-time use registration ID. Don't worry if you haven't received this or you need a reminder, you can simply request a new one here. You'll then need to use a password and create one to set up your account for the first time. Make sure this password is something memorable, as it will be used if you've logged in on the web to then log into the mobile app afterwards, and each time you then want to log in going forward. You can request a reminder at any time if you forget your password. After this, you will have successfully created your account and you'll be taken through to onboarding. First step, really easy, you can connect your profile to LinkedIn if you want to. All this does is allow you to connect your profile picture onto your profile on this event. It won't post any further information or take anything else from here. If you want to do this, simply click on the link and it will take you through, or if you want to skip this step, you can press next. Second step, you can update your contact details. So this is more how they're shown on the platform. You can decide if you want them private, set to connections only, so once you've formed a connection with someone, you can do so, or public, which means everyone attending the event will receive them. Once you're happy with how you've set these, you can select next. Consent to intelligent matchmaking, which in short means you're allowing us to use your information provided at registration to generate smart recommendations from our AI matchmaking system. I won't read through the full terms and conditions and privacy policy now, but you can find the links here and here. And then you are able to start networking. So first important area is your profile. On here, you can update your name, last name, add an image if you didn't already, and add in your job title, company, location. Now, this is your personal profile. As an exhibitor, you will also have the ability to update and see the area for your company profile. However, before I move on to this, another key few areas on here, you have manage my availability. This is more for you to keep note. On this platform, you won't be requesting meetings, so just bear in mind this is just for your personal availability and won't be visible for anyone else to see. You can change your email, password, and manage your notifications here. You also will have a link to download the mobile app here if you want to do so. However, for a personal profile, this is an area that we call Teams in additions. So Teams is a way to collaborate with your other representatives from your exhibitor page. The first person that logs in will receive access to set up their Teams account. All this means is that you will need to give your Teams account a name, which will usually be your company name. If someone has already logged in to do this, don't worry, you will be taken straight through like I have done just here. First area is meetings. As I've mentioned, meetings won't be available to book on this platform. You will see this area, however, you won't be able to create any meetings in here. You might want to know how to update your company profile though, which is really important. And under here, you can see settings. So what you'll need to do to update your company profile. You won't be able to do it directly here. You'll need to click onto the exhibitor zone, which is in this link. Here, you'll be able to then process any updates, which will get approved and pushed back straight into here. So if there's anything that you see is incorrect, do make sure to click on the exhibitor zone, use your login credentials there, and go through and update any details. You'll also be able to see any other team members who you have access to this account. So you'll be able to see we are all representing the same exhibitor and therefore have access to Teams. However, the most important area of Teams is the inbound leads, company chat, and contacts. So within Teams, you have the great ability to see any interaction with your company profile. This means if anyone has viewed your company or your product or show offer, or any of your team members. It will also show when I have shown interest or someone's shown interest in me, my company, or my team members. So here is a great way to be able to view any leads you have generated at the event. You can see here that I've reviewed all of my inbound leads. However, any new ones that come through, I will be able to show interest with them and essentially bookmark or connect with them to make sure that I really get full use out of my lead generation. Something that is important for you to note is that this is only available on the web platform. So on the mobile app, you won't be able to see this area, but anytime you can log in on your laptop or PC to be able to view this. Each of these areas will be dynamic for each team member depending on what we've actioned. So although I have 0 left inbound leads to review, some of my other team members might not have reviewed all of their inbound leads yet. So although we'll have the same total number, we might have different left to review. So do make sure to go back and check this if you believe that there might be some left over. And don't worry if you do see a different number to any of your team members. The next area we have is company chat. So if anyone comes through on the company chat and wants to get in touch with us as an exhibitor page rather than an individual rep, they can send through a message on here, and any of the team members can reply to this as the exhibitor. All of the team members will then be able to see the same responses that come through, and it will update as such. The last area you'll have access to is the contacts. And this will show any connections that have been made between any of the team members and any other users on the platform. And this is also exportable within the exports area. Once you've made sure that your company and personal profile are up to date, you can then explore the platform and see the full on offer that we have. First of all, you'll be able to see your recommendations. In here will be a list of around 10 users, companies, and products that will be useful for you to look at. And you'll see you've got 2 action points on here. These are show interest and skip. The more you interact with this list, the better responses you'll get, as the AI matchmaking will become more tailored to what you were looking for. If you want to show interest, you can send a message with that, and which will really encourage the other person to connect back with you. And if you want to skip, this is completely anonymous, so don't be afraid to skip someone if they are not interesting to you. They will go into your skip list, which you can remove at any point. Within your interested list, this will show any of the people that you've shown interest in, and you can go back at any time and edit the message that you sent, or you can unskip them if you want to. Within the connections, once someone has formed a connection with you, which means you have a mutual interest in each other, you will be able to then connect with them. At this point, you'll be able to send a chat message and really get to know the other person, potentially discuss meeting up at the event or any other interactions you want. They'll also sit in this connections bar here. My interest list, as I've mentioned, anyone who you've shown interest in will show here. Next up on here, you will be able to see some additional lists, such as a list of all of the exhibitors, all of the products, and you'll be able to see show offers and visitors on here. Another area that you'll have is your scan ID, which will be a personal link to your scan ID profile where you can find all of your information. Again, this will be available on the mobile app for you to view. One last area that isn't visible currently will be the event agenda, and this will show any of these sessions and seminars that are happening across the event. And that will sit at the top of the home feed here. Here you will be able to add any of the seminars to your schedule to be able to really plan out your event. If you click on here, you'll be able to see anything you've added, and you'll be able to see the time and location where it's being held. Hopefully this has been helpful to help explain how to use the platform. And if you have any questions at all, you can always reach out to our support at any time on the login page here.